Okay, so today we're going to cover K3, presentation and event. The task is to plan, organize, and conduct diversity presentations and events. Isn't ready yet. Thank you. Presentation skills. When presenting, supply management professional must consider the communication objective. You're going to educate, you're going to inform, you're going to persuade. What are you going to do? Recognize the factors affecting the environment in which the communication is to take place. Recognize the importance of selecting the appropriate medium, be it PowerPoint or whatever. Develop the proposal for the ultimate decision maker who may not actually be present at the meeting. Presentation advantages. Gather all participants together in a decision-making process and provide an opportunity to ensure uniform understanding, reach group consensus, obtain a group reaction to a situation, identify or solve a problem, obtain group approval or acceptance of a program, idea or plan, resolve conflicts, assign responsibility, educate, inform, or update a large group. Event planning. So events are planned for diverse suppliers to communicate information to them. Internal conferences. Purchasing may be involved in planning events for organizations' diverse suppliers. So primary purpose of these events is to communicate information to the diverse supplier. Provide diverse suppliers with an overview of business conditions, performance expectations, so the supplier can gain information about business conditions, learn about important subject, network with other diverse suppliers, be motivated to maintain or improve performance. External conferences, sometimes it's valuable to have senior management from first and second tier suppliers meet in one place to communicate around a specific agenda. These events are typically hosted by various senior managers of the buying organization who provide information on general financial and market-related management topics. And there may also be a guest speaker who can provide training on specific subjects. The events may include breakout sessions for problem solving, process refining, or further training. Influence analysis. Got a circle of control and a circle of influence. Understanding your audience and their expectation, drivers, hot buttons is key. Purchasing should analyze the stakeholders before any communication to ensure that messaging aligns with intended outcomes. And the communication strategy will vary depending on if the speaker is seeking awareness, understanding, commitment, ownership, etc. Now, these 7 steps to effective presentations. Here they are. Define the objective, analyze the audience, plan the presentation tactics, organize the presentation, prepare the script, consider the physical factors, and deliver the presentation. Most large firms also have internal presentation classes, which are always good to take. Effective presentation, 7-step process. So define the objective. What is the focus of the presentation? What does the presenter want the audience to know, believe, or do as a result? Is it audience-centered or presenter-centered? Analyze the audience, so know their general understanding level. Know the disposition of the audience's attitude towards the presenter or the subject matter. Put yourself in the audience's position. Plan the presentation tactics. Decide if one presentation or several are needed. Decide on length and timing. Determine who should attend and plan how to overcome identifiable obstacles or objections. What you're going to plan out, write out your responses to those objections so you know them ahead of time. Organize the presentation. Opening should be strong and convey basic information. Include presenter ID and professional background, especially if they don't know you that well. Scope of the presentation, what are you going to cover? Criteria on which the issue will be decided, and what is expected of the audience. Main theme is the basic information that the presenter wants to get across to the audience. Ending should summarize the presentation and highlight any action items, highlight any objectives or desired outcomes. Then step 5 is prepare the script. And you should always write it out. You may not sit there and read it, but writing out the script helps commit it to memory. Write down what you want to say. Remember Eisenhower's saying about planning. So it's actually West Point, but Eisenhower went to West Point. In preparing for battle, I have always found that plans are useless, but planning is indispensable. If unfamiliar items are necessary, unfamiliar terms are necessary, to find them along the way. Avoid unnecessary jargon and don't use acronyms if you can avoid it. They are a short form of jargon, and every company has them, a million of them. Consider the details. Too little detail will confuse, too much will be tedious. Get to the point quickly. Do not emphasize differences between you and your audience. Instead, emphasize similarities where appropriate. Keep visual aids such as PowerPoint presentation, printouts, flip charts simple. Use detail and visual aids sparingly. The speaker provides the detail. Maintain unity. Make 1 point per visual aid and keep all visuals in PowerPoint presentation consistent in design. And make visuals reliable by using bold, large type, not a fancy or script-based font that's really hard to read. And don't use these little action things here that you see me using because they're just annoying, that kind of thing. Integrate audio and visuals. Let each channel do some of the work. Consider the physical factors that affect the audience in a particular room. Seating arrangements, temperature, background noise, etc. Size and shape, air circulation, lighting is always a big one. Acoustics is another big one. And then deliver the presentation. Be yourself. You don't need to be perfect. Engage the audience by using eye contact and be energetic. Be aware of your distraction, repetitive body movements. So like if you got a pointer, a physical pointer, don't play with it in front of the group and twirl it and all that other jazz. Pay attention to nonverbal cues from the audience. Monitor the audience's reaction to gauge interest. Concentrate on areas of interest. And when things go wrong, keep going. All right. When developing and delivering an effective presentation, the 7-step presentation process is involved. Step 1 includes defining the objective. Which of the answers below would not be part of step 1? What would not be part of defining the objective? What is the focus? No, you'll need that. The audience's background, maybe not. What does the presenter wish the audience to know? You need that. What is the audience center of the presentation? Is the audience the center of the presentation? I would say it's got to be B. It is. Okay, delivering presentations offers the advantage of gathering all participants together in a decision-making process and providing an opportunity to do all of the following except which one is not right. Help reach a group consensus. No, that'll work. Obtain group approval or acceptance of a program or idea. No, that should work. Knowing if everyone at the presentation had a clear understanding of the decision, that don't know if you could know. Ensure uniform understanding, that one you could. So it's got to be C. And C it is. All right, I got some questions we got to go through. Let's see. No, we got a summary first. So today's professionals have limited time to devote to their attention to various issues. Thus, supply management professionals must present information in a format that is quick to review, but which leaves an impact on the audience. When presenting proposals to suppliers for professionals to be effective, it's imperative to anticipate difficulties and adapt their presentation to the current environment. And when preparing to communicate to various levels with internal and external organizations, understanding the audience and their expectations, drivers, hot buttons is key. The supplier diversity professional should analyze the stakeholders before any communication to ensure that the messaging aligns with intended outcomes. All right, now we can look at some questions. K3. I got 10. Okay, go ahead and get started on them. We'll go over answers shortly. Answers here. All right. Number 1 is Charlie. 2 is Bravo. 3 is Charlie. 4 is Delta. 5 is Charlie. 6 is Alpha. 7 is Bravo. 8 is Delta. 9 is also Delta. And 10 is Bravo. All right, so tomorrow we'll finish up section K with K4.